Hi everybody, it's Carol. Welcome back to my channel. And what I have here is I just made a little folder, a flip, and I thought I'd make another one. These are great for inside your journal to put on the inside of the cover and to store some ephemera. And that's all it is. It's like a little purse, like a little flippy tuck place. And I have tracing paper that I stamped on some script with my stamp over here, and I sewed it onto some not book pages. I sewed it onto some cardstock, and so I'm gonna make one right now and show you how I made it. And then I put little closure tabs on here with a string and a little flower. And yeah, so let's get started, and I'll make one right now and show you how I did it. So this is the paper. It is, no, it's very similar. It's not the same paper, but it's very similar. And this is my tracing paper. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to cut it to size as best I can. And I'll sew it. I'm going to stitch it together and then stitch the little booklet closed. I've seen these done in the past, and I thought that I would like to make one of these for the inside page of a journal. So I made one, and I was pretty happy with the way it came out. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a little bit of glue. Actually, no, I'm not right now. I am going to stamp. I like the stamping on the tracing paper. So let me get this back there. And I have my, and I'm going to move this paper, and I have this white sheet here, so I use that for stamping onto the tracing paper. Oh, here's the tracing paper. I didn't even see it. Okay, so I want to make sure that this script is straight. So I'm going to go actually in the middle. It's hard to see because I have that underneath it. And, you know, I'm not worried if this is even, because you'll just get like a little hint of it inside when it's on the booklet, because of the floral. Oh, it didn't even come through. Because of the floral pages underneath it. So I just want to make sure I just cover up the clearness of the tracing paper. Okay, so that's done. Let me bring this back in. I think that looks so pretty. Okay, so now I'll just put a little glue. I want to make sure this is straight. Well, it's not completely straight because after I sew it, I could cut that off. So I just want to hold it and pick this up and just put a little bit of glue down on here so that it won't move when I'm sewing it. Just a little bit, and you won't see it because it'll dry. Tracing paper works pretty good with when you glue it onto book pages or cardstock. I have a problem with vellum. When I try to sew vellum, it just puckers. So that's why I like to work with the tracing paper. Okay, let me bring up my sewing machine. Okay, remove this. Get this up here. Hopefully it's in camera and you can see it. Okay. So, it doesn't matter where, oh, you know what? My last one I did not close shut. I won't do it with this one either. I think I'll just sew. I'm just going to sew it. I'll do that on camera. Hopefully you can see this. I'm not sure if you can. But I'm just going to sew across the 4 sides. I'm going to put my glue down. And I'm not a seamstress, so this is not going to be perfectly straight. And to be honest with you, when you are crafting, nothing is really perfect straight. To tell the truth, the only sewing I do is crafting sewing. I don't sew, like I don't mend clothes or make clothes or anything. The only sewing I do is just sewing my papers, sewing around journaling cards. That's the extent of my sewing. Okay, let me move this back off. Okay, so I will cut that string off, and let me make sure I have it's straight and it's not upside down. But okay, this is straight. I think I stamped it upside down. Okay, here we go. Okay, we're good. So I'm going to cut off the excess. I'll do the tracing paper. I just want to cut the extra off where it's really sticking out. Because even though I thought I lined it up perfectly, of course I didn't. So I think we're good. Okay, so what I'm going to do is glue this up. Bring it that way. I want to make sure that this is as even as I can make it. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Okay, so what I'm going to do is a little bit of inking first. Just to give it that nice vintage look. And this here, the inking here matches the well, because I use the same ink, the stamping. I stamped it with the same ink, so. And let me just get the inside over here. Oh, I really don't have to ink that part there because it's going to be in here. This here, I like to see the dark. When you open up this flap, then you'll see the inking in there. I love that. Okay, let me glue. I'm going to use the Cardstock because it's stronger. My little wipey for the excess glue that comes out. Cardstock usually has a little bit that oozes out. Oh, that's so pretty. And for the closure, now what did I do with them? I had them, well, you know, I'll just punch a couple more out. Because I punched, oh, here's one. The other one should be right there. I punched a couple out when I was making, well, I need one more, so I'm using this. Just punch a hole out of there, and I'm using the back side. I'm going to make the closure, another closure like this. Okay, so where's my pokey tool and my string? My goodness, I had everything right here. Okay, good. I have more string here in my little folder. I don't know what happened to the string. It could have fallen off the table. Okay, so let's see. So we're going to put it somewhere around here. Let me just ink this up a little bit. So what I have to do is we're about to get ready for a thunderstorm here again. Oops. Okay, so I'm going to use my little nail here. I don't remember what you call these. I'm going to start to open this a little, and that hooks in the back. Bear with me, I have to open that little hooky thing. Okay. And what I like to do is I'm going to put another one on the inside because you see it in there, and this way it'll hold it closed. This will hold it shut. shut so that it doesn't hook on any of the papers or whatever I have on the inside. Okay. What I'm going to do is stick this in here and push it down. Yeah, it sounds like thunder right now. Oh, and my Stella's going to start barking, so let me get this here. This one here hooked in. Oops. Sorry about that. Stella. Okay, so I'm going to basically do the same thing here. Glue this on here. I'm going to use this thread. This is how I hold it. I'm going to put... I do apologize. She's going to bark because of the thunder. So this is what I do. I'm going to talk quickly. And I wrap this around and I stick it on the glue. I stick this onto the glue, put it on there, and I am going to cut that because it's kind of long. So this should take just a couple seconds to hold, and then I just wrap that around there. I will put a charm on the end like I did for this one here. I have a flower on there. I just don't have my charms with me right now. They're downstairs. So yeah, I think it turned out very pretty. So I'll do the same thing. I'll either put a flower on here or a charm. Yeah, this is just going to take a couple of seconds to dry. But there you have it. I have two little pouches here, and they're going to look so good inside the journal. And you just flip it around a couple times, and you have a nice little pouch to stick receipts in there or pictures, whatever you want to do. And this was a very fun project to make. Thank you so much for coming along and joining me. I really appreciate it. I hope you like this video, and we'll talk soon. Bye-bye.